Hey guys, what is going on? It is xckj here today, bringing to you guys the August 2021 meta-analysis. Basically, the exact same thing as we did for the July meta-analysis, but it's going to be for this month's champions that you can abuse, champions that are just absolutely destroying it right now, and just who you can be playing to climb and grind in the ranks and hopefully, get up there into the diamonds, masters, plats, whatever it is you are going for. So basically, we're just going to be going through that quickly. Before we do, make sure to leave a like and sub to the channel if you do appreciate this kind of content. Let's jump into it. Now, Tiberius was a champion that last month was absolutely killing it. I haven't seen too much Tiberius, but I think it is still a champion that you can abuse, especially the fact that they never ended up nerfing his heavy blade. So you could still be playing Tigron's Fury and still pretty much doing the same thing. Your Q has gotten a little bit weaker, which was pretty much just a win button, but you still have that combo of just being able to hit a couple of your just normal chakram attacks, then hit for your blade and like blow it up for what is it, 1600 damage or 1200 damage, something insane. So you literally just hit an auto, explode the blade, hit an auto, boom, you just automatically killed somebody there. As far as builds, basically just still playing the same thing because he did get nerfed, but it wasn't. His Q basically is what got nerfed, but you can still play around his Q, still do that whole build, but just basically as long as you're blowing up your blade, I think he still is really good. But also another champion that I think is on the up and coming that is kind of easy to abuse but can be countered easily, so keep that in mind, is Willow. Basically, Willow, I personally still am playing Blast Flower. I have seen people playing, I think it was Nightshade, because you get a little bit of increased burst damage when you do play that. And Scorn, I think, isn't terrible because it does make your, like, you can blow up in that radius faster. Me personally, I'm just still playing Blast Flower. I don't know if that's still really the good one, but it seems to be working out for me fine. So, yeah, somebody in the comments, what is the best talent for her? Anyway, this is my Just Believe. Pretty much flutter a lot, reduce damage, and reduce your cooldowns when you get kills. So basically, you're just going to be popping ults and trying to go off. Only problem is she gets countered pretty easy, and with Leon being in the meta, Androxus being in the meta, and Khan being in the meta, she has a lot of champions who can kill her very easily, so just be aware of that. But if you end up seeing that they're playing a lot of blasters, or you're on a map where you feel like you're comfortable able to play her well and you're going to be able to be in good spots, definitely be picking her up. I think she can do some really great stuff. And surprisingly, she's really good on Tipper Mills just because it's such an open map and she is a blaster, so shooting down makes it easy. Tyra is basically, she got a nerf, but you could be playing the exact same build on her if you do feel comfortable playing her. You basically are just playing your Mercy kill right here with the in the fray on 5. It doesn't stack anymore. It refreshes now, but I still think it's pretty good personally because it does reset the cooldown when you do use it, but it's not as crazy as it was. Money got a nerf, but you can still be playing Leon's kind of just an honorable mention. You can play Alacrity with I think Swift Jade. No, this is, oh yeah, this is it, Swift Jade right here. But it really depends on if you're comfortable playing her or not. Me personally, not a super fan of her, but I see people dealing like crazy damage. Moving on to flanks. Right now, we did get Vora nerfed, so she's not as great as she was. She still is pretty good. But for me personally, I still am just thinking like Curse Revolver Andro or Godslayer Andro is amazing. If you play Godslayer Andro, like it still is amazing as it was like a couple of years ago. It was really, really good. Everybody's playing it. And then they changed Curse Revolver, and it's just more fun for a lot of Andro mains to be playing Curse Revolver. But don't underestimate Godslayer. It could do some really awesome stuff. Basically, that is not my build anymore. I am now playing this build right here. It's not the greatest, but it's something. Don't play him a ton. Quick Draw is an interesting card. I'm still trying to figure out about whether it's good or not, but that's basically what we got going on there. If you do want to play... Oh, wait. This was the build that I was playing now. Yeah, this is definitely what I'm playing right now. Through the Warp. Sorry. Forget about that last build before. I'm going to move this camera down. I just realized it's in the way. All right. Anyway, as far as the other flanks we got, as far as like champions that you can super abuse, I don't think that there's anybody that is nuts right now. Yeah, if you're a flank main and you're playing flanks, that's great. But if you're not, and you're not already abusing flanks, I think you're gonna have a better chance abusing damages, tanks, and healers. To be completely honest. All right, moving on. We have like Atlas still is just absolutely killing it, man. Not to mention, uh, Deja Vu was underestimated. I was not playing Deja Vu, started playing Deja Vu, and I'm like, shoot, man, it is good, very very good. As far as builds go, I mean, No Escape seems to be pretty good. I definitely think Distant Memory is like a must-have in all of your builds, though. Just being able to increase that healing with it's a solid card. Like it a lot. Anyway, moving on, we also have, of course, you can be playing Khan, just still doing the exact same thing. Storm of Bullets with this build, basically exact same thing that we've been playing forever on Khan. Still be abusing that. And oh my gosh, how can I forget? Okay, guys, if you've listened this far, now you're here for the big tips right now. Nando, if you can get in a game with Nando, he has a 70% win rate. I'm not even joking. He is the number one point tank in the game. If you can get him, play him. Play Aegis because Aegis is absolutely nuts. And just play this frontline build. Literally, it doesn't even matter if you have a build or not. Play it and you will win because it is so stupidly strong. Hold on. I'm going to show you something right now. Look at this. Nando game. Nando game. Look at this. I'm just going to show you a Nando game that I played. 73,000 shielding, 34,000 damage. I mean, well, this was kind of a weird game, but still, a lot of shielding there. Almost, like, I mean, that was kind of a weird game, though. Here was a Nando game. 92,000 damage, 46,000 shielding. The Ashe is playing Fortress Breaker, I'm pretty sure. No, she's playing Battering Ram. But even still, we beat her, and look at the amount of damage we had. Like, 2 deaths in that entire game. Where else did I play Nando any other time? Anytime I can get on Nando, I play him. Look, here we go. Another one. Did I have any losses with Nando yet? No, dude. No losses with Nando. Like, nuts. Absolutely insane. You got to be playing Nando. Like I said, when he's playing Aegis, he has a 70% win rate right now, so no reason not to be playing it. Mako is great into term. Nullify Torvald might be sleeper, not really sure. People can be messing around with that a little bit more. That is pretty much everything for the tanks. Definitely right now, Fernando. If you are first pick, try to get him. If the enemy team just doesn't ban him for some reason because they forget or whatever, first pick him, play him, win. Like, it's that easy. Moving on to healers. Dude, people don't abuse this. It's like so easy, but just people are, I don't know, did you get bored, don't want to play it, whatever. Just play Mortal Reach there. It's like you're going to heal for 300,000 healing, and your entire team's going to have a ton of sustain. It's nuts. I mean, Fade to Black got nerfed, but it still happens once every 5 seconds. Like, it still is amazing. Soul Forge is nuts, and like, it's pretty straightforward, and she's easy. She's literally just easy. There's no reason not to play this. Even in the only time that it starts to get bad is like once you start getting into Diamond. Like, if you're in lower elo, just play it and just win. If you can get good on playing Grok right here, I mean, you could always be playing the Totem build. Got huge buffs this patch. Totemic Ward because it's now giving that extra 10% heals. Pretty good there. You can still play, what is it? This build right here. Crackle on 5, Spirit's Grace on 5. If you notice people start destroying your turrets more, you could take Crackle out and switch it out for something else. But for now, I like it a lot. Grover is pretty good, just like nothing crazy. Definitely just like, I think Ceres is very strong right now and kind of underrated. As far as the actual best healer, it's definitely Meldamba, but it's a little bit harder to play. So if you're not a very good healer, literally just play Ceres and just win for free. But if you are an amazing healer, you can play Damba. I mean, Spirit Chosen's always going to be good. And you just play, like, look at this, 16% DR. It's good, and he gives movement speed. It's good. Nothing else really to say about it. Plus, he's got 2 different forms of CC. He has a reset when he dashes. You could be, of course, playing Hybrid Genos. But, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. As far as team comps right now go, I'm still really liking point tank, off tank, healer, double damage. It's easy. It wins games. You don't need a flank. As long as your off tank is decent, you don't need a flank. If the off tank is making any sort of pressure, flank is kind of just like, yeah, not needed. Even when I'm playing Vora and when I'm playing Andro, I play her as like a backline damage. Same exact thing when I play Sky. Like backline damage has a potential to flank, but literally when I play Cassie, we could do the exact same thing. Backline damage, have the potential to dive if the opportunity presents itself. Like there's no reason why Sky is more of a flank than Cassie. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of that can go with a lot of these champions. Willow has a dive if she wants to, or you can use it defensively. BK has a dive. Leon has a dash. Like all these champions have a way to get in and out. My voice keeps on cracking. I'm sorry. But you know, yeah, sure. Some of these flanks are super mobile, like Androxus, but not all of them. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes just the double damage for the output is way better. If you want, you can play one point tank. Also, with the 3 bans right now, sometimes it's hard to get the 2 tanks, 2 good tanks at least. Like sometimes the only tanks left up are like Yag and Torvald. I mean, Ruckus can be good, but you know what I'm saying. Sometimes there's only bad tanks that are left up. Maybe like Yag, and Torvald. So you can go like a double healer build then, with maybe like a hybrid. I like Genos a lot now. You play like a damage Ying, or you could play like a Ceres with a Pip, or Ceres with a Damba, or Ceres with a Furia. Like it's all pretty good. Anyway, let me know what you guys did think. Any other things that you guys like to abuse, make sure to leave them down in the comment section. I appreciate it a ton. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, also, guys, make sure if you are not already, please consider becoming a member, guys. Just for 99 cents a month, you could support my ability to continue making Paladins videos just like this. And I mean, it's 99 cents. It helps out a ton. And if you guys can't support financially, just consider subscribing, and that helps out a ton too. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.